How's everybody doing? All righty, time to get back to work. So I'm probably going to have to repeat this a couple of times as people come in, but so sorry I haven't been around recently. Darth Tink and I have been out looking at houses. So there should be a move coming in our future soon. Oh shoot, I need my glasses. I'm old. Alrighty then. So I'm just going to take this for a second. I'm just going to check it against the template here. Looks pretty good. And I'm going to cut a bunch while I'm sitting here waiting for the glue stick to heat up. I'll cut a bunch short and I'll cut a bunch long. The other thing I'm going to do is the short ones, I'm going to try not to dump the cut ends on the floor. Hey, somebody found us already. Hi. It's amazing to me how quick people can find this channel. Oh, yay, broke it. Not a big deal. It's just at a joint there. I can get it put back together easily enough. Okay, that's good enough for that for right now. Put all those together. Now try to keep the really short cut ends so I don't have to sweep them up so much. You would not believe the number of cut ends I had to sweep up. Okay, I guess the glue gun's hot. Toss that one. So sometimes I ask myself, I wonder sometimes, why do people keep watching me? And either I'm way more interesting than I think I am, or some people are really desperate for entertainment. Because if you're watching me, you got to be desperate for entertainment. So, who all is excited for our Star Wars Episode 7? Huh? That is going to be cool. I saw the trailer there the other night. The new trailer that came out with football. Like, what kind of a marketing scheme is that? Putting a science fiction trailer, arguably the greatest science fiction movie, which is so highly regarded by geeks like me, during a football game. Go sports ball! Like, cross marketing? Were they trying to get geeks to watch football? Or were they trying to get football geeks to watch Star Wars? Because, I mean, let's face it, football geeks are geeks too. They're just geeks for football. Alrighty, so let's put some of this together. It's a good thing I don't have to walk on this floor, because these joists are not the required 16-inch on center. They're more like 4 feet on center. Holy crap, wow, that worked. That actually worked quite well. I am kind of amazed. I have to cut that one. So yeah, Darth Tink and I are planning on going and seeing Star Wars on opening night. I guess like most of the rest of the world is. Really kind of got excited over that trailer. I'm actually quite interested to see how Peter Mayhew does as Chewbacca. So as many of you know, I'm part of the 501st, and because of that, I've actually gotten to meet Peter several times and spend time with him and his wife, Angie. Two wonderful people. And Peter actually has some serious knee problems, which means he doesn't walk all that well. So I'm wondering what that's going to mean to the film. Is Chewbacca going to have a limp? Did you guys hear about this white supremacist group boycotting Star Wars because there aren't enough white lead characters? Isn't that kind of amazing? Sorry, I'm just checking. I got a message in. Ah, okay. Planning some cruises with a couple of our 501st friends. We are, I think, as most of you should know already, we're big Disney fans, and we're also big Disney cruise fans. If you've never gone on a cruise, or even if you've never gone on a Disney cruise, I highly recommend it. It's one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. And I was actually on the cruise when we sailed through Hurricane Sandy. So I had arguably the worst possible experience that you could ever have on a cruise ship. Well, I mean, besides sinking, I guess. But Hurricane Sandy was classed as Superstorm Sandy. So it was a really bad hurricane. And we sailed right through it. It's not quite true. We sailed up the side of it, but still. Going up against Tech Talk. Am I going up against Tech Talk? Where are the connection points going to be? I didn't realize I was going up against Tech Talk. That's actually a bad thing. I didn't mean to do that. The connection points are actually on the edges. So basically what I'm doing is I'm creating a perimeter. This just came apart on me, but so it's going to sit down over the edge of the other one. This is the height of where the floorboards are going to be. on top of that. And then this, so these, this is that. So it will sit down over the edge like that, and just kind of compression fit on. They're doing it right now. Wow, that sucks. Geez, I didn't realize that at all. Tuesday and Thursdays, yeah, is when I normally do this. But it's been a while. Dark Tink, my wife and I have been looking to buy a house. We just put an offer on one, so that's why I'm here tonight. But the last like 2 or 3 nights, I've been out looking at houses, because when Darth Tink cracks the whip, then you really want to do what she says. Maybe I'll move this one because of Tech Talk, because I don't want to compete with those guys. They're both friends of mine, so I don't want to compete with them. By the way, they are talking about blah blah shit. Oh, much better house. Beautiful house. It's got a 2-car attached garage like this, but then it's got a separate 2-car detached garage, and that is going to become my workshop and studio. So that's where I'll do all of this stuff from. Very much looking forward to it. So depending on the real estate agent, sometime within the next month or 2, I'm going to be moving. Oh, and by the way, welcome. Shop space, yeah. And because it's detached from the house, I won't be disturbing my wife. Always a good thing. And the other thing is, actually, I will have enough space to get a CNC machine. I've had a CNC machine before, and I really like it. It's on my lap. Thanks. You are very welcome. Roscoe. Is it Roscoe? Cool. Nice to meet you, Roscoe. I'm 35 and not married. Got the man cave already. Cool. Man cave. I never really had much of a man cave, actually, until recently. I would, back when we lived up north, we lived just above upstate New York. And I would get the garage in the summertime. That would be my space. Like the spring and summer and early fall kind of thing. But in the winter, it was always hers, and I had to give it back. It was a single car garage we had. At least now we've got a 2-car garage, which is better. But having the secondary man cave that's detached from the house is way better. Techno Emperor. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Glad to have you on board. What the hell is going on? I was just telling everybody that I'm buying a house. That's why I haven't been here recently. We've been out looking for a house. And somebody just told me that who was it? It was Roscoe just told me that we're competing against Tech Talk, which is unfortunate. I didn't realize I was doing that. The new place is going to have an attached garage and a detached garage, and I get the detached garage as the man cave, the maker space. It's going to be all about building stuff. I'm going to set up the wood shop in it. I'm going to set up the full costume shop. I'm going to have a vacuum forming table. I'm thinking about trying to get another CNC milling machine. Who knows? Might even think about getting a 3D printer. Get Jerry to teach me how to put it all up and together. Okay, I have to fix that. I cannot read a word you guys are saying. There we go. Yeah, I would very much like to do some 3D stuff. Mostly like Star Wars related. Like I want to put together an F7 blaster. Jerry's actually got the pieces for it. He actually printed one for the F7 stormtrooper suit that he put together. And I made him promise me that he'd print me out one, but he hasn't yet. So everyone give him a hard time. Tell him he owes Rob an F7 blaster and an F7 helmet, because he does. He promised me an F7 blaster and a helmet. That would be funny if you guys gave him grief about that. He'd laugh at me and then probably tell me he's never going to give it to me. But Jerry and I are actually thinking about going to see episode 7 too. We go see movies every now and then. Although I have to say, I haven't been to a movie in like a month or more. I am on a Windows PC, yes. Oh, hey, if you got into Jerry for the drones, did you see that drone video he did put up today? That's some interesting stuff. I'm not really into the drones yet, although I think they're really, really cool. I just don't have any, I don't have any time. Holy crap. I have a hard enough time just finding time to come out here and do this. I am originally from Canada, from Ottawa, New Brunswick, which is right on the American border. Ottawa is just above upstate New York, and New Brunswick is just above Maine. So I've always lived within an hour of the border to the United States. And I got a job at Microsoft, and now I live in Seattle. And I'm in the process of getting my green card, and after I get my green card, then my citizenship. Because I do not ever want to go back to Canada. Why? Because Canada is freaking cold. When do you think you will help get Chris fitted in his TK? Oh my God, have you got a long memory? Well, actually, interestingly enough, geez, I'm gonna have to talk to him. The place that I'm buying is right out near Chris. So hopefully this year, actually. Geez, that's a good point. I gotta get a hold of Chris. I never even thought of that. Yeah, I told Chris that in a year or so I'd get back to him and we'd put it together for him. I mean, it's together. It just needs to be trimmed. He's kind of a short guy, and it was made for a guy that's probably 4 inches, 6 inches taller than him. Oh, that's cool. West Seattle. Is that over on the peninsula side? Like you go down? I got friends that live over there, I think. I've been over there. Really older neighborhoods, really tight, really small streets, if it's where I'm thinking of. Yeah, I live over on the east side in the Bellevue area. Well, working for Microsoft, right? You kind of have to be close to work. I'm kind of amazed. I go through popsicle sticks really fast on these floors. The floor actually goes a lot faster than the walls do. The walls are quite slow a lot of the time. Right now, we're living in a rental place in kind of a townhome area, and it's a nice enough place and all, but the rent is very high, and it's really, really urban. Like, you know, there's no yard of any kind. I don't have a garage. Well, I mean, I've got this garage, but I don't have like any room to put outbuildings and stuff like that secondary garage I'll have at the new place. And I just like having room to, you know, do stuff. I'm all about the doing stuff. Yeah, like Acai Beach. Yeah, okay. Right. Yes, I know where you're at then. Yeah, Seattle, honest to God, Seattle's the best place I've ever lived in my life. And I'm ex-military, so I've lived in most parts of the world. Everything about Seattle is just fabulous. Kind of getting into a rhythm here. Do a row, look at the comments. Do a row, look at the comments. White Center has a rep for being a bad area. Maytag and drugs. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't think I want to live in those areas. Maytag and drugs. That is funny. Well, I suppose I have enough of the sheeting down that I don't need this anymore now, do I? Wow. You know what I'm going to have to do? I have to flip this over. About 7 minutes from anywhere downtown Seattle with no traffic. Yeah, out here I'm about probably about a half an hour out of downtown Seattle, which isn't really a problem for me because the only time I really go to downtown Seattle is for like a con or a special event. And that suits me just fine. I got everything that I need out and around Bellevue area. Like, have you ever been to Mock's Boarding House? There is an incredible place. It's a game store and a restaurant all rolled into one. And when you go to the restaurant, you can borrow games from the store and you can play them in the store, which is really quite cool. 520 and 90, yeah. Yeah, I grew up in some lower income neighborhoods too, and yeah, I still call them bad. I grew up in some pretty violent neighborhoods, actually. Just clean up this glue a little bit. So techno, Did you watch the tech talk that I did with or no, the geek out? I did a live geek out with Chris Perillo. Or how did you know that I was doing a stormtrooper suit, or supposed to do a stormtrooper suit, because I haven't been doing it yet. Or are you really Chris in disguise and you're just busting my chops? Because I could see him doing that. Wow, that's amazing. That was like over a year ago, I think. So here's a question. Do any of you guys watch Flash or Arrow? I asked Chris on Facebook if he was going to join the 501st, and he reminded, uh-oh. Okay. I will definitely get a hold of Chris. It's actually a good time to do it though, because I can use the new garage for it. Maybe I'll even invite him and his wife out to dinner. At the house. Yeah, so I started on the opposite side. So this is obviously the second floor area, and it's going to go right to there. Actually, it might not even go quite that far down. But I started working on the second floor area. And to be honest, it was getting quite difficult because the way I'm trying to fit this, it wasn't staying on because it wasn't rigid enough. It was flexing a lot. So that's why I'm doing this now. I'm setting the floor up and getting it all nice and rigid. And then I'm hoping what I can do is I can just set that down on top of the first floor, and then basically just edge around it down to where it needs to be, and I'm hoping that will work better. I can hear the neighborhood kids just outside my garage door. A lot of kids in this neighborhood. This is a very transient neighborhood because of A, because it's a rental, and B, because of Microsoft, right? Well, I guess more than just Microsoft. There's Amazon's close by, Boeing is close by. I know T-Mobile is actually not all that far. I just saw, oh, there's another one too, eh? Not AT&T, might be Nintendo. I don't know. There's somebody else out here too. There's a bunch of high-tech companies out here. I call it Nerdvana. Back when I was in Canada, I was, one of a few geeks in a sea of people who just didn't understand us. But now I'm just one of the crowd. In fact, there are people out here that are way geekier than even I am. So tell me what you guys have been up to recently. No, is that in Factoria? The 90 goes through Factoria, yeah. The 520 comes out in, it goes from Bellevue to Redmond. So, like the 90 is the lower end of Bellevue kind of thing, and 520 is the upper end of Bellevue. So it kind of borders both sides. And then the 405 runs right through the middle. The 405, since they put in those new toll lanes, is just nuts. Well, they're still working on the road too, so they've got a lot of lanes closed down in different places. Still working on your armor. How close are you? By the way, I talked to Eric Vanoy last weekend or the weekend before. He's the guy that did the picture for the armor that you're building. And since then, I found 2 other people that are doing the same armor. Well, today I'm dog sitting and had to fix a door at the building I manage. You're not in the 501st out here, are you, Roscoe? Because we've got a guy in the 501st that's a building manager. Yeah, what's your opinion on those 405 lane changes? I think it's a money grab more than anything else. It's just, yeah, it's just a way for them to make money. They upped it from 2 people HOV to 3 people HOV. But, I mean, I've done the 2 people HOV there, and it's dead stop too, so. Well, from what I hear, so during most of the time, it's going to be 75 cents to travel down the lane. But if the lane gets too full, the more full the lane gets, the more it will cost you to travel down the lane. Up to a total of $10 a trip if traffic gets really heavy in the lane. Burien. I think I've heard that before. South of Seattle, like 10 miles. Ah, okay. Um, you're Roscoe. You're not interested in the 501st, though, are you? The 501st Legion, the Star Wars costuming group. Trimming and weathering now. Still need bucket, boots, and a belt. Boots. Jerry actually has a boot vendor where he got a good pair from for his F7 costume. The belt, you should have the belt pieces in your kit actually. As for the fabric itself, you just get that at any like fabric shop. Not sure what that is, but I like costumes and maybe groups of creators. Okay. I found you through Jerry when you did the fitting live stream. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, so the 501st is a Star Wars costuming group. Well, it's worldwide, but we've got a chapter, a pretty big chapter here in Seattle. That is interesting. All right, I'll do that. Excuse me. There we go. So I'm gonna actually have to cut the stairway out of here. That was dumb. So I'll cut the stairway out of here, but this is going to be there'll be a bathroom here, right there, and then this is all going to be the upstairs entertainment room, and then a bar here, and then my office here. Well, actually, this is going to be balcony, and the bar is going to be here, and my office is going to be here, kind of thing. I have been to the Star Wars costume even at events at PAX. costume events at PAX. Yeah, so then you met us then. Last year at PAX, we had that big Star Wars room with the Star Wars props in it, and you could take pictures. You get in the trash compactor or with the Ewoks, that kind of thing. That's us. That was my guys. My peeps. Because I'm all about the peeps. Oh, this could be problematic. I do not know what to do. That. Well, kind of looks like I'm putting a bunch of little pieces in. All right. Now I think the other thing I'm going to want to do here. So, well, I did something wrong there now, didn't I? Dummy. Let's try that again. There we go. Now I got to put the little pieces in here. And then right there. Oh, well, next time you see us, Roscoe, come up and say hi. Because I don't bite. Jerry bites, so stay behind me. But I don't bite. So you need to make a space for the stairs. Is that going to make much of a difference on the structure? No, no, it's not at all. The way I've got this set up here, I'll show you in just a second here. I gotta flip it over in a second anyway, as soon as I put these two little pieces on here. And to be honest, this is actually fairly average construction type technique. So what's going to happen is the stairs are going to come up through here. So I'll have to cut the joists off here, and I cut a little spot out here. But what is happening is you've got these stringers running this way, and then you've got all of the floorboards tying them together this way. So if you look at it, like these are the stringers without any floorboards attached to them. They do this, right? But when you've got the floorboards attached to them, they don't move at all. So cutting that little hole out of it right there isn't going to do anything to it. It'll be fine. So that'll be all right. Oh, I suppose the other thing I should do now, I should square off that end. I was Daft Punk at my local Wizard World Comic Con, and that helped. I saw you! Oh no, at Comic Con. Well, there was a Daft Punk at Emerald City. You're at Wizard World. Yeah, at Emerald City, there was a Daft Punk there too. Hey, whatever makes you guys happy. That's really kind of it, is just do whatever makes you happy. Holy crap. Can you guys hear that? There's some kid outside just going nuts. And by the way, I blame the parents. Parents need to teach their kids. You are not your child's friend. You cannot afford to be your child's friend. Your child cannot afford you to be his friend. You have to be his teacher, whether he likes it or not. Now, let's square these up. One of these will work. That one should work. F7 Flame Trooper. Ooh. That'll be cool. I'm wired to be weird. I live in Seattle and I can see downtown from my house. Yeah, most of us are wired to be weird, myself included. I'm in the chat room watching hot glue and popsicle sticks. Yeah, but I'm the guy that's actually handling the hot glue and popsicle sticks, so nah. You've got to have fun, guys. Fun is what it's all about. If you're not having fun, what's the point, right? If I wasn't having fun, I wouldn't do this stuff. I wonder, still put away. When I get to the new place, I will be able to pull out all of the things that I haven't been able to pull out here. I'll be able to pull up my episode 2 clone helmet, show you that. I got a bunch of episode 3 clone helmets. I got a Boba Fett helmet that I made out of cardboard. And then added fiberglass. I made it originally out of Pepakura cardboard, and then I put fiberglass on it. I've got a bunch of different blasters, lightsabers that I've made. All of it's just in boxes back there right now because I don't have enough room in the house for it. Oh, you haven't seen the house itself? I will show you in just a second. Just let me get this glued. So this popsicle stick mansion is the layout of my wife and my dream house. We saw this house in Florida 15 years ago now, and we've been wanting it ever since. So I'll show you the first floor. Here's the first floor. So I can't put it on the table right now because I got all this stuff on it. But so this is the garage area over here. 3-car garage, and that's there. Can you see that? All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna move a bunch of this stuff. See if I can't set it down on the table. Okay. So 3-car garage over here. Front door is right here. When you come in the front door, it's a double set of doors, so it's like a 6-foot wide door that opens up on both sides. You walk in through the foyer, and this is probably what is it? I think it's 20 foot by 40 foot living room, dining room area. This wall here is entirely glass, and it's a sliding door that will slide right back to about here. So the whole wall will slide back to about here. This wall here is the same thing, sliding glass doors that will slide back to about here. So this will be a glass area, but this whole thing can open up to be outside, basically. Here's the kitchen. This is the indoor kitchen. This is the outdoor kitchen, and this will always be open to the elements. A couple of spare bedrooms, laundry room, a couple of closets and pantries and things. The master bedroom is here. My walk-in closet, my wife's walk-in closet that's 3 times the size of mine, and then the master bathroom. And there's a bathroom here and a bathroom here too, and then another bathroom upstairs. So let me see if I can pull this out without destroying anything. So this second floor will sit right here. So you come up the stairs here onto the second floor, and this is the entertainment room here. There'll be another bathroom up here, and then there'll be a bar area here and my office area back here, and this is all a balcony area, and this is outside, and there will be this overhang here plus another like an awning kind of a thing out here. So this whole area out here is like an outdoor room, and then back in this area back here is the pool. And this is a house in Florida. And in Florida, what they do is they actually screen in. They actually make this giant screen and screen in the whole backyard. So there'll be a big pool area back here, kind of thing. And that's my dream home. How do you spell that? Foyer. Yeah, foyer. It's spelled F-O-Y-E-R. But it's a French word, and it's pronounced foyer because the French are highfalutin sons of bitches. So that's my dream home. So the first floor is this high. The second floor is going to be that high again. And then the roof is going to be about that high above it. So in the end, when the roof is on, it's going to be about yay tall. And what I'm planning on doing, I mean, this is going to be a long project, longer than I thought it was going to take, to be honest. I'm going to finish it all up like this, but then once that's all done, I'm actually going to finish it as if it were a real house. And I'm going to put, you know, I'm going to put parging on all the walls and actual hardwood. I've got some hardwood samples to put down for hardwood in the living room area. I'm not sure which one I want to use yet, but something like that kind of thing. Concrete out in the garage, tile in the kitchen, bathroom areas. Although I don't know that I'm going to tile. Most of the bathrooms are too small, but tile in the big bathroom for sure. And basically make it look like a real house. Because, you know, I'm weird. Sick, but why Florida? Florida because you can live indoor, outdoor all year round. You know, when it gets hot, you go outside and have a. In fact, the only time you really have to close the doors is when it gets hot, right? And if you want to air condition. Other than that, you know, you can leave the doors open all the time. And I love the idea of like an indoor-outdoor room kind of thing. Here, I'll put this back here. Let it become my backdrop. Oh, hey, look at this. I didn't realize. This is actually starting to fall apart. Holy crap. I have to fix this, but this is an E11 blaster made out of plumber's pipe and other stuff. All of this, this whole thing, I completely fabricated this whole thing from scratch. The scope was on here. It's fallen off. I beat up my toys. The front sights were on here. It's fallen off. But, you know, all in all, not in too bad a shape. And then this is my DC-15 short blaster. The E11 was from episode 4, 5, and 6. And this, the DC-15 short is from episode 2 and possibly 3. And this is another one. It's plumber's pipe up here. This is actually mostly wood. This is real steel. It's actually quite heavy. Oh wow, I'm beating this up too. Yeah, my toys really get beat up badly. So, a couple of things I've made over the years. Did I play the Star Wars beta? Oh, the Star Wars Battlefront beta? I did not, actually. I am not a fan of PvP games. And the Star Wars Battlefront beta is entire. Look at that. I just destroyed it. I have to fix that later. The Star Wars Battlefront game is entirely PvP. And that, quite honestly, bugs the hell out of me. Mostly, I hate PvP because I suck at PvP. What's awesome? The blasters? Yeah, I make that stuff. That's kind of my hobby, right? I have a lot of fun with that. I could actually show you guys how to make one of those sometime. In fact, hell, I could do a series of videos. I can make another one, do a series of videos on it. Actually, Techno, what you can do if you want, it's totally up to you, but Kenner actually sells a toy one that's almost exactly the right dimensions, and a lot of guys in the 501st just buy the toy one and spray paint it black, and it works just fine. How much for me to make you one? I'm not sure. I've never really thought about that. I'd have to look at what I spent making them and how long it takes. It really kind of depends on what you want, right? Because to be honest, me making one might be a little bit expensive. But if you, like I said, if you get the Kenner one and spray paint it, that's perfectly acceptable for the 501st. And that costs like, I don't know, 28 bucks. And it's got sound in it. I made a DC-15 long rifle too. I have no idea where that is now. I've also made a couple of smaller pistols. Mostly I make helmets though and other stuff like that. Made a Master Chief helmet. Actually, I guess technically I made two. Although one, the base was 3D printed. Then. I bashed someone in the head with it at work. Well, if you bash someone in the head with this one, you'll kill them. This thing's heavy. Like I said, this is real steel. To be completely honest, I'm not 100% sure why I made it out of steel. It's freaking heavy. The other one, though, is actually quite light. It's just plumber's pipe. Are you going to make stuff to go inside the house? Like to get a feel for the layout. Actually, yeah, I've been thinking about doing that. That don't work. Yeah, I really kind of do want to kind of turn it into a dollhouse, I guess. I do not, however, plan to keep it forever. Okay, well, that worked. Yeah, so I've been teasing actually for a while. Jerry and I have something very special planned for this when I get it all done. So when I finally get it done, you guys are going to want to see what we do with it. Although, to be honest, I may not make the stuff to go inside. I may just buy some stuff to go inside, like some doll furniture or something. Because after I've spent several months doing this, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to want to spend the time to make the furniture and stuff. The hell with it. I've come to the point now where I don't think I want to continue cutting them just to save time to get them on as much as possible. Because what I can do is I can take the Dremel tool and come back later and just trim them all off flush, and it will be significantly faster. And just take the Dremel tool and go, done. Hello, where are you? Ah! I just dumped them all over the floor. Well, that's interesting too. That is, for some reason, that one's really short. I have no idea why. I just dumped my cut ends all over the floor here. Okay. Kind of have to clean up my mess because if I don't, my wife gets irate. There we go. Now this is interesting. I think what was happening was the joists here were spreading apart down at this end, and I think when I squared them up, I started pushing them back together again. Holy crap, how did I do that? I've got one of the joists very proud. Two yes. I like hockey. No, I don't follow it. I am the same way. I like hockey, but I don't really follow it. Who designed the Royal Guards helmet? They can't see when they turn their head. No. In fact, you can't really turn your head in a Royal Guard helmet. Can you see my Royal Guard helmet back there? I guess you can't, can you? Hold on, I'll show you in a second here. I just got to get this on. Okay, my Royal Guard helmet. Oh, I put it away. One Royal Guard helmet. This one I built, geez, 5-6 years ago, and it's all made out of fiberglass. And I kind of sculpted it with a belt sander and a Dremel tool. And I've kind of abused this a lot over the years. And I just refinished it again and fix all of the problems that I had caused on it. I threw it across the road one time. So very happy with that one. If you guys have been following Jerry or I for a while, you should recognize this one. That's the Master Chief helmet that I put together for him a few, year and a half ago now. It went out on tour with Ultimaker, and they kind of broke it on me. I'm gonna fix it at some point. I just haven't taken the time yet. And then here's the other Master Chief helmet I've built. It's pretty cool. So this is kind of my hobby. All right, now that's one. Let's do the other one here first. Oh, what's going on here? It's starting to lift up in the center for some reason. I don't know why. The table, I think, is flat. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Maybe the table's not flat. Maybe that's what it is. The table's not actually flat. It is a possibility. So I got to put this extra bracing in here because I don't really have the joists in here all that well done. So when I did the bottom floor, I kind of built a jig for making the the floor joists, the floor pieces for basically building modular floors. And it worked fairly well, not as well as I would have liked, but it worked fairly well. But when I did the second floor, actually we're about halfway there. When I did the second floor, I didn't do that, and I don't know. Each way has its pros and its cons. Do I have a liquid level? Yeah, I've got one somewhere. I got actually probably 5 or 6 somewhere. I do a lot of woodwork, so. The Master Chief? Yeah, I painted the Master Chief. In fact, if you check out my Instagram, you'll see the pictures of me painting it. People were worried when I was putting the base coats on, because there's about, I'd say 8 or 9 different layers of paint on that Master Chief helmet, just to create the depth in it, right? And the very first, well, I mean, the first layer was primer gray, but after that, the very first layer was actually an olive color, very light olive color, and everybody was giving me a hard time. Oh, that's not the right color. Yeah, you know what? Just calm your horses there and give me a little bit of leeway, and I'll show you what it looks like. Why did I throw it across the road? We were doing an event at a golf course. Oh, so I'm a bit stupid. I was having a chat. I was talking with somebody about making these things, and he was telling me how when you make it yourself, it's not all that sturdy. And I said, "Oh yeah, it's sturdy," and I just winged it. And there was a couple of chips in it, and a crack near the eyepiece, but it held up quite well. I think it's just a tiny bit wider apart than it should be. Well, that's interesting. I didn't need a filler piece on that one. Yeah, it's coming back together. That's why I'm not needing the filler pieces right now. Cool, man. Thanks. I actually actually learned how to paint from a guy back in Ottawa named Hank Gruben. I'm I'm a rank amateur compared to him. He's really, really, really good. He teaches classes on airbrush painting. I've got an airbrush around here somewhere, but again, because I haven't taken most of my stuff, unpacked most of my stuff yet, I don't have it out. So is Tech Talk over? That's Jay and Jerry, right? Do I Twitter? Yeah, I Twitter. Not much, but I'm on there. Same name, Darth Tigger 501. I'm not the Twitter master like Jerry. My lord, he twitters. Sometimes I think he's Twitter pated. I don't know if it is. You should tweet your Instagram. Closed in for the Hawks. Oh, closed it for the Hawks game. Oh, okay, cool. Hawks. Is that Blackhawks or Seahawks? Gotta be Seahawks. That'll be what my wife is watching upstairs too. My wife is a huge Seahawks fan. Although the boys are not doing so well this year. It's like that one freaking play in the Super Bowl just turned everything around on us. I was at last year's NFL kickoff. My wife and I were at last year's NFL kickoff at CenturyLink. Against the Packers, the Green Bay Packers. My wife is a huge and long-time NFL fan. And before we got to Seattle, her favorite team was the Green Bay Packers. But since we've gotten to Seattle, she has become a Hawks girl. I think I'm Techno Emperor on Instagram. We're beating the 49ers. I'm glad we're winning, but holy crap, we have not been doing well this year. Wow, I don't know what I keep doing, but I keep getting a lot of squeeze out there. Went to a few games in the Kingdom. Yeah, I can't keep all of my handles straight all the time either. Whoa, how the hell did I do that? Kind of minimized my screen and moved it over to the side. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are almost through 4,000 popsicle sticks on this build so far. That's a lot of popsicle sticks. I've only actually been to one NFL game ever, and that was the NFL kickoff last year. It was a lot of fun, though. I really enjoyed it. The problem was the tickets are stupid. It cost for my wife and I $750 to go to one game. And that's not something I can afford. The only reason that we did it was because she's a lifelong NFL fan. And had never been to a game. So you kind of gotta do that once, right? The Kingdom was a stadium in Seattle before the 3 arena opened. The Key Arena, Soto, CenturyLink. The monster trucks and Bigfoot ran. Ooh, I used to watch that actually. All the teams played there, even the Supersonics before the Key Arena. Throw up a pic of you in your Daft helmet, or at least of your Daft helmet. That would be cool to see. It's your profile pic. Let me look at your profile pic then. Why does that do that now? That's weird. Ah, okay, I got it. Can barely see it though. Hey, Techno, do you play Minecraft? I have a whole series of videos, Minecraft videos up there on Redstone, how to use Redstone, and on a dungeon, a huge, huge three-dimensional dungeon I built. It's like, I don't know, 20 levels deep. It's massive. Completely 3D, up, down, sideways, you name it. Yeah, I don't play Minecraft as much as I used to, but I still really enjoy it. I love the building stuff. I'm kind of interested in that new Minecraft adventure game. Saw it at PAX when I was there. They had a booth at PAX. Well, guys, we are just about out of time, but made some good progress tonight. Oh yeah, people show up when it's time to go. So the new guys that just showed up, did you guys just see that we were on, or did you come over here from Tech Talk? Who knows? Maybe if I'm pulling in the same audience as Tech Talk, I'll wait till they're done to start streaming. That way people can see both. Time zones are weird. All righty, let's just check this. Can you guys see that thing behind me? Let's move this. Let's see where we're at. So, all right, there's the kitchen there. Oh yeah, see, look, I gotta mark this because we're actually we're too long here, and I do not want to make it too long. Yeah, see, right there. I gotta stop that right there. Because I make it any longer than that. Yeah, so it's gonna end there. I make it any longer than that, and it goes into the roof area on the other side. All right, guys. I think we're done for the evening. So thanks to everyone for joining me. I mean, barring anything that happens with the house. So, you know, since I'm trying to get this new house, if I have to go out on Monday night for any reason, I'm going to have to go. But barring anything like that, I will be back on Monday night at 2 hours earlier than whatever time it is now. It's 6 o'clock in Seattle, which would be 6, 5, 4, or 6, 9. It would be 9 o'clock, I guess, in New York. So hopefully I'll be back on Monday and we can chat again. So thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate you you coming out. Please keep coming out and supporting the channel. It really helps me. And like the video and share it if you like it. And hopefully I'll see you guys on Monday. Okay, take care. Bye bye.